All right, sir, because you are still on the witness stand, I'm going to ask you to come back tomorrow morning at 9:30 and ask that you not discuss your testimony with anyone since you have already, your questioning has already begun.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, counsel, I do need to speak with you just on another moment, but you're excused. Thank you. And you all can be seated. As far as when we go tomorrow to the scene, is there anything, how are you all anticipating that this is going to go? Are we going to just be in a line and follow each other around the building and then into the building? Do you want the jurors to just sort of be on their own when they're on the outside? How do you envision this taking place?
Judge, my vision would be to have Anthony here kind of be the director and just keep everybody huddled up, and the Commonwealth and we can be with him suggesting things we would like for him to point out to the jury.
See, I don't think we can do that. I think all we can do is take them out there and then, and that's why I think I need to tell them in the courtroom, here's where you're going once you get there. And then Anthony or someone, probably, it really should be somebody who's familiar with the scene, I think, should direct them, you know, you follow this person, we'll follow around the building, we'll follow into the building, but there can't be any pointing out of anything once we're in the building. That's why I wanted there to be plenty of evidence in front of them so that they'll know what to look for when they're there, because we're not going to be on the record, so nothing can be said about the case while we're out there.
Okay. One thing I would request is that whoever drives the bus or whatever they're going in goes up and takes the entranceway that the officers took that night. In other words, the gate is no longer there, so they could access it straight off of Springfield, but that night the officers had to go up and around to get down into the place, and I would request that they follow that same route, at least on the way in.
Okay. I don't exactly know what that route is, but,
The sheriff's department do not know that.
I'm sorry?
The sheriff's department do not know that route, or
If you all can give him a little bit more guidance so he'll know.
We could,
I don't think he's gonna be doing the driving, but
No.
he can give it to the person who's driving.
are you going to be along? 'Cause-
I'm gonna be at the bus while we drive the bus.
Yeah, okay, we can provide you with a route.
I don't think it's necessary that they go that route. That doesn't really, it's not a different, I mean, it's just going up it's just a different entrance way. But you can see at the end of that, you can see the dumpster right there. I mean, it's all visible. No matter how you can go from where the gate was. But the manager, I believe, could lead the jurors through. He knows he's in charge of the building, so he can lead them through apartment 4 and then 3 and then around back, along with the deputy.
Does he, okay, he needs to know that he cannot point out anything, he can't say anything to the jurors. What about when we first get there, though, and they're on the outside? I thought you all both wanted them to see both the front and the back of the apartment building.
Yes.
So, I don't know who, but somebody needs to take the lead, and the rest of us are gonna follow around the building.
We could have Detective Hall, I mean, he's been there multiple times.
Okay,
He knows exactly where to go.
okay.
Without a speaking role.
Right.
Right. Okay, so we'll just get them all off of the bus. Detective Hall will lead the way, take us to the front of the building. Let us, I guess, stand there for a moment or two to see, get our bearings, then take us around the side to the back. and then back to the front so that we go in the front way into apartment 4 maybe first, and then go into apartment 3, and then get back onto the bus. So you all have a vehicle that you're going to go in, and you have a vehicle that you're going to go in. I think there's going to be about 5 sheriff's cars that are going to go maybe along with the bus. Anything else you all can, I don't think the jury has to be told they can't talk to one another, like on the ride there, but they just can't discuss the case. It's sort of the similar admonition I give them here in court every time, that they just can't discuss any aspect of the case, or even amongst themselves point to things inside the 2 apartments or outside of the apartment building. I don't have a problem with going the route that the officers took. The jury has heard about that, so I don't see where that's prejudicial one way or the other. I think we can go that route. I don't know how helpful it is, but,
Detective Ball knows the route.
okay. Maybe he should ride on the bus?
It's indicating he's not interested in that, Judge.
Yeah, it would be.
Well, then he just needs to meet, if he would, just meet with the driver, so he can let him know.
Vehicle could be in front.
I don't know how the sheriff's office feels about that.
If you can write the directions down, I can give it to the bus driver.
I'm not sure the sheriff's office wants to follow someone else's vehicle.
It's not that complicated. I think there's a Springfield Drive that runs into whatever that road is there, St. Andrews or whatever. And then, that would lead to, back in the day, the gate that you couldn't get through.
But you said that gate's no longer even there, so,
But the officers had to go up and around, which is not that much farther, but it is a rather circuitous route that was described in some testimony.
right.
And there's been some indication about the ramming the gate and why that had to be rammed, and I think it'd be good for the jury to be able to see why that was necessary.
That's fine.
Be able to see the gate's not there, how do you know?
I can see what-
Is there any remnant of the gate there? Is there any, like, I don't know what
I
this,
believe there's still some concrete, if I recall correctly, there's still some sign
Something
where
there.
the gate was, you can tell.
okay.
And again, the sheriff's department did not know nothing about these routes. You can put it down in directions and whatnot, or we can go somewhere, whatever. That's great, but we're just going to location. We don't know nothing about what happened around the gate. We're driving straight to the location. But if you want to put that down on paper, or give out directions of what we need to do, that's fine.
Can,
All right.
tomorrow morning?
So how many, so we have, obviously we have Mr. Schroeder still on the stand. How many more witnesses are you hoping to get in the morning? And then I guess we'll just take our lunch break and then come back and then go right after lunch?
4 witnesses after Chief Schroeder.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see if we can get all of those in. Hopefully we can. But I don't want to push off our lunch break, too very late. All right. Anything else?
Not on behalf of the defense, Judge.
Okay. Thank you all. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Honor.